Telling you right now, Ellie was applying major pressure to get Caitlin Clark to come on to New York, and I think that'd be a great destination for y'all. I've been saying it, bro. Caitlin Clark need to get the hell out of Indy, bro. It ain't working.
Something big is happening behind the scenes. There are strong signs that a plan is already in motion to take Caitlin Clark away from the Indiana Fever. This is not just a rumor or guess. It all started with one photo that shocked the whole league. The picture was taken inside the quiet tunnels of the Barclays Center. In it, Clark looks calm and comfortable while talking with New York Liberty stars Breanna Stewart and Sabrina Ionescu, along with their coach Sandy Brondello. But the most important detail is one person standing there, her agent, Erin Kearney. Agents don't attend casual conversations. When they are present, it usually means serious business talks are happening. This meeting was not random. It was the first clear sign that something bigger is being planned. And right now, it looks like Indiana might already be falling behind.
Caitlin Clark to the New York Liberty? Confirmed? You guys? The photo circulating went viral of Caitlin Clark in the bowels of the Barclays Center with Liberty coach Sandy Brondello and...
This secret meeting was only one part of a very smart plan. The second part was done openly where everyone could see it. During the WNBA All-Star Weekend, something interesting happened. The New York Liberty mascot, Ellie, was sitting right next to Caitlin Clark for most of the event. At first, it looked fun and harmless, but it was actually very strategic. The mascot stayed close to Clark almost the entire time, making it impossible for fans and media to ignore. This was not just entertainment. It was a clever way to send a message to everyone watching.
I think it's safe to say that the Liberty are currently running the full court press to try and get Caitlin Clark at some stage in her career. Do I think they'll get Caitlin Clark next year? No. Do I think it'll be the year after? No. Do I think it's some...
The message was clear. The Liberty want Caitlin Clark. Some people even openly said they believe it may not happen next year, or even the year after, but eventually they will try to get her. This was not hidden. It was a public statement of their intentions. The Liberty used both private meetings and public attention to show Clark how much they value her. Their strategy was simple but powerful. Behind closed doors, they started building connections. In public, they showed admiration and support. At the same time, Indiana needed to look unstable for this plan to work. And unfortunately, the situation in Indiana is starting to look exactly like that. Messy and poorly managed.
League of my own, it don't get better. No.
Poorly mascots. Yes, the New York Liberty mascot, Ellie, was applying major pressure to Caitlin yesterday. I mean, she just could not stop messing with Caitlin. And I mean, it got so bad, Aaliyah Boston sitting next to Caitlin like this. Like, all the people ain't just watching you just sit here and be all up in Ellie's face. I love this. I think Caitlin Clark was just showing love. But I'm telling you right now, Ellie was applying major pressure to get Caitlin Clark to come on to New York, and I think that'd be a great destination.
The reason Clark looked so comfortable with Liberty players may be because of the difficult situation she is facing in Indiana. This is not only about losing games. It is about deeper problems in how the team is being managed. After returning from her third injury this season, Clark was moved away from her natural position as point guard. This decision shocked many fans and analysts. She is known as one of the best playmakers in basketball, yet she was suddenly placed in a different role that does not fully use her strengths.
Lie to them and say the Indiana Fever are more dangerous without Caitlin Clark. I'm curious, are those same people going to be on TV this evening, tomorrow morning? Are they going to look in the camera and double down on the Indiana Fever are more dangerous without...
Coach Stephanie White made a surprising decision by giving control of the offense to another player instead of Clark. This was not a small adjustment. It was a major change that confused many people. It's like having a star quarterback but not letting them throw the ball. Clark is a generational talent, and the team's main job should have been to build everything around her abilities. Instead, the system seems to limit her skills and reduce her impact on the game.
Yeah, by the way, Caitlin Clark looks unbelievably happy talking to these folks. But this is how it starts in sports. This is how it starts in the NFL. This is how it starts in the NBA. When you start seeing the wheels in motion, there's signs. There's signs before eventually a player gets traded. A player eventually marks their next destination. The Indiana Fever, you're on notice. You're on notice. You better recognize what you've got going on, the asset in front of you, and you do whatever you have to do to correct.
If this sounds like just opinion, the statistics tell the real story. During her rookie season, Clark performed at a very high level. She averaged over 19 points and 8.4 assists per game, which is impressive. But this season, under the new system, her performance has dropped significantly. Her shooting accuracy has fallen to 36.7%, and her three-point shooting, one of her biggest strengths, is down to 27.9%. These numbers show a clear decline.
Built upon Caitlin Clark's strengths. It's that simple. It's that simple. What's wild is you had the easiest gig in the business. This was the easiest gig in the business. All you had to do was show up, what offense was y'all running last year? Y'all was scoring like 104, 108, sometimes in the 90s. Whoa. Okay, run your offense, but y'all listen to me on this defensive end. I'll let y'all do what y'all want on Caitlin. The offense is yours. I'm going to handle this defensive side of the ball. We're going to get better over here. You had the easiest gig in the business. You went and blew it. You went and just made the job 10 times harder than...
This drop is not just because of normal struggles. It suggests that something is wrong with how she is being used. Injuries are also a big concern. In college, Clark never missed a single game, but this season she has already missed 10 games due to multiple injuries. This raises an important question. Is the system not only hurting her performance but also affecting her physical health? It's a serious issue that cannot be ignored.
Started really well. I thought we were competitive. I thought we played with energy in the first 5 minutes. And then, when they kind of went on their first run, it kind of deflated us a little bit, which I'm not really sure why. But the offense, I think, for us, it starts on defense. And we, struggled, scouting report wise. We struggled personnel. We struggled to do what the coaches asked of us. And then, overall, we just played with more energy and effort. And
after one game, there were comments about the team's performance. It was said that the team started strong and played with energy at the beginning, but once the opponent made a run, everything fell apart. The players seemed unsure and struggled to follow the game plan. Overall, the effort and energy were not consistent. While Clark is dealing with these challenges, her meeting with the Liberty gave her a chance to see how a strong and successful organization works. The Liberty focus on building their team around their stars. When Sabrina Ionescu struggled early in her career, they supported her and designed the system to help her grow. That trust helped her become a top player.
One thing I like about the New York Liberty, they got a little run and gun in their offense. When I watched them the other day against the Aces, and Sandy does a wonderful job making that ball go. And it's fast-paced. They shoot threes. They allow Sabrina to be Sabrina. She can shoot her threes. They're a very well-balanced team. They got a little inside, but they also got some outside too. And I can see why they won the championship. And I just hope that when Caitlin Clark feels and sees that, she goes, that's a good...
This difference in team approach is not only about winning games. It is also about money and influence. Caitlin Clark brings massive attention to the league, something people call the Caitlin Clark effect. When she plays, TV ratings increase dramatically, sometimes reaching nearly 3 million viewers. But when she is not playing, especially due to injuries, viewership drops by around 40%. This shows how valuable she is, not just as a player but as a major driving force for the league's popularity and revenue.
NBA last year was the first year in its 25-30-year existence that it was profitable. Made $1 million. But it was the first time that it didn't lose money because the NBA supplements. When Caitlin Clark comes to town, you have to go from the 8,000-seat WNBA arena to the 30,000-seat whatever arena across town. because of ticket sales and all of the apparel and all of this stuff that's coming from Caitlin Clark, and you're just like, okay, but the league is totally destroying her. You know, they're trying.
The Liberty have clearly shown a lot of appreciation for Caitlin Clark, and this has become a noticeable pattern. There was a moment between Breanna Stewart and Clark when Clark returned from injury for the first time, where kind words were exchanged. Even though some people missed parts of that interaction, there were also positive comments shared by Liberty coach Sandy Brondello that stood out. Across the country, arenas have been selling out because of Clark. Stadiums that used to be half empty are now packed with up to 15,000 fans, many of them chanting her name. Her impact is not just on the court but also on the economy. In Indianapolis alone, her presence is estimated to generate more than $36 million, which is nearly 27% of the entire league's economic activity. The Liberty do not just see her as a great player. They see her as someone who can completely transform a franchise and make it the most valuable and popular team in the WNBA. While Indiana struggles to maximize her value, New York appears ready to take full advantage of the opportunity.
But the Liberty have shown her love. We've seen that as a bit of a theme. There was the moment between Stewie and Clark when Clark came back from injury the first time. And then there were some nice words. I missed the moment myself of them posted up there for a second. But there were some nice words from Liberty coach Sandy Brondello that I did capture. And I thought...
There's a lot at stake, possibly millions of dollars, and the timeline for a potential move is becoming more realistic. Caitlin Clark's current rookie contract will last until the end of the 2027 season. After that, in 2028, she will become a free agent, meaning she can choose any team she wants. This date is extremely important for the Indiana Fever and should be taken very seriously by their management. It represents a countdown toward a situation they fear the most, losing their biggest star. Meanwhile, the New York Liberty are already thinking ahead and preparing themselves for that moment, making sure they are ready if the opportunity comes.
I've never seen somebody fumble a incredible talent like this. Generational, once in a lifetime player like this. I've never seen somebody fumble the bag this easy. This was an easy bag. Stephanie White, this was an easy bag, bro. All you had to do was focus on the defense and let Caitlin handle the offense. But you're fixated on this trash offense you brought from Connecticut.
The Liberty also have advantages when it comes to team structure and finances. They currently have more salary cap space than Indiana, and their roster seems perfectly built to support Clark's playing style. Just imagine how difficult it would be for opposing teams to defend them. Clark could run a high pick-and-roll with Breanna Stewart while also having the option to pass to a wide-open Sabrina Ionescu if defenders focus too much on her. This setup would create constant problems for defenses. It's not just about having a better team, it's about creating the perfect basketball system that allows Clark to reach an even higher level of performance than we have seen so far.
For the people who don't believe in the CC effect, my precious CC, y'all ticket sales went from $262 to $121 to $64 to get in at the door. That is horrible. It decreased by 48%. You hear me? That is wild. So, for all the ones who be hating on my precious CC, understand the Caitlin Clark effect is real. The CC effect is real.
However, the Liberty are not only offering a strong team, they are offering something much bigger. Moving to New York would open doors beyond basketball and into global fame. Clark already has major endorsement deals with brands like Nike, Gatorade, and State Farm. But staying in Indianapolis limits her exposure to some extent. New York City is known as one of the biggest centers for media and marketing in the world. Playing there could turn her from a national star into a global icon, increasing her influence and business opportunities in ways that are not possible in a smaller market. This is the difference between being well known and becoming a household name worldwide. While Indiana provides her with a salary, New York offers the chance to build a legacy both on and off the court.